What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, and today we're going to take a look at the Miss Pac-Man Legacy Cabinet from Arcade1Up. I've always wanted a Pac-Man cabinet in the arcade, and I felt like this was the one. Let's take a look at it. All right, guys, starting with the visor, we have a beautiful cab design here. I like the sleek look of it with the black background, the neon pinks, yellows, and blues for the graphics. Miss Pac-Man being chased by ghosts on the bottom. And then here's a better look from the front. Again, I feel like the colors just really pop on that black, and you can see it going upwards towards the top of the cab. The pink trim, visor looks great. That front kick plate has the faux coin door like we've seen with the other Legacy cabs. Much better than just a sticker, not functional, but it's a nice look. Then we're moving on to the side of the cab. Again, that sleek black look. Moving upward, you can see the side art. Again, Miss Pac-Man being chased by the ghosts. The great neon colors. Moving on to the control deck here. So one joystick in the middle. You have your start buttons and you have your live button with the sleek acrylic, grabbing inspiration from the old school cabinet. We have more side art here. You can see the Miss Pac-Man logo on the left. I dig the color scheme. I think it looks really sharp, and we're gonna be moving up here to the Marquee. The Legacy cabinet does have the light up Marquee. It looks slick. It doesn't look washed out. The camera angle from here isn't showing it as nice as it can, so let's flip to the front and get a better look at the Marquee. There we go. The light up Marquee really pops. Miss Pac-Man laying across the letters here. Old school arcade vibes. Now let's take a look at the games that comes with the Miss Pac-Man Legacy Cabinet. All right, so we have 14 games here. Miss Pac-Man, you have Pac-Mania, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Land, Pac-and-Pal, Pac-Man Plus, and that's all the Pac-Man titles. It also does come with Galaga. You have Galaxon, Mappy, Dig Dug 1 and Dig Dug 2. You've got Roamers, Dragon Buster, and of course, King and Balloon. So let's jump into Miss Pac-Man. The speakers are on top above that vertical marquee, and it is loud, man. This thing sounds as authentic as the arcade back in the day. I always liked Miss Pac-Man. That's the one that I grew up with. It was a little bit more faster. She had the little bow on her head. It's been a long time since I've played Pac-Man though, but you just pick it up like riding a bike. All right, on to Pac-Mania. Now, this is not a game that I'm familiar with. It's like a 3D version of Pac-Man, and it was actually kind of hard to film this from the side without showing up on the screen here and trying to get the angle right. This is one that I'm gonna need some practice with, man, this 3D version of Pac-Man. Look, right away, I got. All right, on to Super Pac-Man. You can see that there's leaderboards for each game. This does have Wi-Fi capability, so it'll save your high score, and you can choose how visible you want that to be. This was another one that I've never played, but this one, you can become huge. You can unlock keys to get the power-ups. Get the idea. All right, on to Pac-Land, guys. So this one is not your average Pac-Man. This one I'm not familiar with at all. But I started to get the hang of it. It was pretty fun. You could jump over the ghost riding in cars. Gotta jump over the fire hydrant. Gotta jump and get the cherries. All right, on to Pac-and-Pal. Again, another version of Pac-Man, just different rules and different power-ups that you can get. Same basic concept though. All right, the last one for the Pac-Man games, the Pac-Man Plus. This one looks a little bit more traditional Pac-Man. Looks more like the OG original. So pretty cool that they included this one on here as well. All right, on to Galaga. So pretty cool that they included this one. This is an old school retro type of arcade. You gotta have Galaga on here. All of these games are games that you can just fire up and just play without investing too much into it. So gotta love Galaga, classic arcade here. And they also threw the sequel on as well. So super fun games. Get your high score, post it on the leaderboard. All right, on to Mappy. So this is the first time I've ever played Mappy. This is not one that I was familiar with in the arcade, but I got the hang of it. You jump on the trampoline and you can pick which level that you want to go to, unlocking the doors. defeating the enemies, grabbing the TV screens, the Mona Lisa or whatever painting that is there. And you got Dig Dug. Dig Dug is a classic arcade game. It's just not one that I played as a kid, really. Ended up getting the hang of it after a while, though. You can smash the rocks on top of the enemies. Watch out for the fire-breathing dragon. You gotta pump those guys full of air until they explode. And like I said, Dig Dug 2 as well. This one almost has like a Bomberman layout, but same concept. You stick those enemies and you blow them up until they explode. There we go. Same fire-breathing dragon trying to get you. This is one that I wasn't familiar with. Roamers. Basically get the keys, watch out for the ghosts, and move on to the next level. Alright, Dragon Buster is a side scroller, kind of like a Zelda type of game. You even have an overworld map, kind of like Mario. You can select which level you want to go to first, and you have a sword attack and a magic attack. So you have these little dungeons, and you just traverse through the levels. It was a fun game, though. Not one that I've played before, but I can see myself putting some hours into it. Alright, then the last game on the Legacy Cab, King and Balloon. It's like a Galaga type of game, but in this one, they scoop up the king below you and you have a chance to save him as well. So, an added like feature to this type of style of game. See, they grab the king, you can shoot him back down to safety. There we have it, guys. The Miss Pac-Man Legacy Cabinet from Arcade1Up. Retails $500. Comes with 14 games. Comes with online leaderboards. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. And stay minty fresh. Peace.